Hi, my name is Dan McDonald. I'm the Life Regenerator on YouTube. I've been wanting to get some more recipes out to you so that you can apply these to your life and help yourself to achieve higher levels of health, no matter where you are at along the scale. Whether or not you're trying to heal yourself of a chronic disease, lose some weight, or just enhance your energy or your beauty. Juice recipes like this are extremely helpful. This particular one here is called a grasshopper, and it consists of apple, celery, mint, lemon, and wheatgrass. And what I'll do is I'll add these lemons here in the beginning. So that way, as we make this juice, the apples and the rest of the ingredients will oxidize a lot less due to the citric acid in the lemons. It's always nice to even just use a tiny little bit of lemon, orange, lime, or grapefruit in any juice, especially if you plan on storing it in the fridge for any length of time. Up to 24 hours is usually my personal maximum, but even today I drank a juice that was about 48 hours old, preserved with lemon juice. It was a nice hearty green juice. So remember that. If you ever need to store juices, if you're in the middle of a juice feast and you're trying to save yourself some time, perhaps you only want to juice one time in the day, and you can make all your juice in the morning and then store it in glass jars like this one here with plastic lids, which you can get on my website at regenerateyourlife.org. I've got all kinds of other learning materials and tools there as well. I'm enjoying life immensely. I hope that you are too. There are many lessons that can be learned along the way. Oh, we're filling up. There we go. Nicely done. We'll start here with this one. And this will be enough tonight for hopefully for 2 people. I'll usually drink at least a 32-ounce jar there. Let's do a little celery. Just a little. You don't want the celery and wheatgrass to overpower the apple and the mint. So this particular recipe for 2 people or one very big person would be, this juice recipe is 6 apples, and my hair is getting in my face. 6 apples and 4 stalks of celery, and then we're going to use the rest of the wheatgrass here. Thankfully I've got another flat outside. I love wheatgrass. There's a farmer's market here and I get a nice fresh flat every Sunday, and then it takes till about Tuesday before I can start drinking it, and then I can have wheatgrass shots from about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And today is actually Monday, so this here flat actually lasted a week and a day. So that's pretty cool. The grass was very, very high quality this time. And if you care for it properly and make sure that it stays in the shade and you water it, you will be able to keep your wheatgrass very healthy. Wheatgrass is one of my favorites for youthing potential. It has a nice, strong effect on the DNA. Grass is a very powerful food, and if you didn't have a juicer, then in springtime, as a human being, the grass blades would have been the first spring greens that would have come up through the icy cracks of the snow, and that would have been probably your first meals in the springtime, after the end of a long winter. And so those spring greens are very helpful and very cleansing. I'm getting very irritated with my hair. Ah, there we go. A little bit better. Yes, raw food saves lives. I got a chance to talk to a nice lady today with cancer who had never heard about any of this stuff. Must be very hard for the people with cancer trying to use chemotherapy and radiation to get well. seems strange to hurt yourself in order to get healed. Jesus, if I had cancer, I'd say, "Doctor, would you use this therapy on your wife?" I wonder what he'd say. I always thought that a great cure for a lot of diseases would be to get healthy. And I always thought, how would you get healthy? Then I thought to myself, if I were to get healthy, I'd probably eat healthy foods. What are healthy foods? Probably foods that energize, assimilate, utilize, and eliminate the easiest. There we go. A little bit better. I always thought that that would be fruits and vegetables. And what's really cool is that to this nice lady that I got a chance to talk to today, it made a lot of sense. That's really what I try to do here on these videos, is to inspire you and educate you, but also hopefully to make it make sense. Wheatgrass, living food. You see how this is alive right now. It's got the dirt, the soil, it's got electricity running up through it, and it's vibrating with life. Now if I were to cut this wheatgrass and throw it in some oil in a pan and fry it, a lot of the enzymes and the energy in the food would be diminished and destroyed. And then my body wouldn't be able to really make any sense out of it, and it would probably shoot my white blood cell count up, leaving me looking pasty. I've found though that fruits and vegetables add color to the skin because they build and oxygenate the blood. And I think that that is very, very interesting. So if I was a human being on any level and I was either well and wanted to get more well, or sick and wanted to return to wellness, I would increase and enhance the function of the trillions of cells in my body. And I would do that myself personally with fresh fruits and vegetables. Living, raw, bioavailable foods that have not been altered chemically with heat, to the best of my ability. I understand it's a very busy world. Moms are taking care of their husbands and the kids. People are very busy, and breaking away from the traditions can be challenging. I just encourage everyone to eat as many fruits and vegetables as you can. And if you're in a desperate state with some type of fatal illness, then I highly recommend shooting for the 100% raw living foods diet to really clean up and energize. And take your time with this thing. Take your time with this thing. There's no hurry. But the main thing is you want to start right now, today, to turn this thing around, no matter where you're at in the game. And the way that you do that is you stop killing yourself. Those foods are very heavy. The foods can be heavy. The emotions of non-forgiveness can be heavy. And also the criticism and judgment can be also very heavy on a human being. So we're trying to free ourselves up on every single level. Energetically, with the body, we want to free up our metabolic enzymes to do their functions. And the way that we do that is to eat enzyme-rich foods which energize the body and save the metabolic load so that you can blink, think, and use the bathroom and move your arms around and heartbeat and detoxification. As soon as you start using those metabolic enzymes for digestive purposes, which most humans do because they're constantly eating food which requires 5 to 100 times more digestive work from the pancreas and the gallbladder and the digestive organs in the GI tract, that you spend a lot of your life energy just simply digesting food. So there's not much left for higher levels of thinking, physical activity, creativity. Can I get an amen? Thank you very much, my friend. This is a grasshopper today. It is an enzyme-rich green juice drink. I like to imbibe in lots and lots and lots of green juices. Particularly fond of wheatgrass, but this one is very, very good. I'm going to strain it once here through the big strainer, just to take out any large chunks in case anything got in there. Give it a little whirl with my finger. Sometimes celery leaves a little residue. No problem with the fiber. There's just a little bit of fiber there. But sometimes I like to really clean it up. And I'll let you know how this is. I can already tell you from years of experience that it's absolutely epic. I want to thank you for joining me today on this episode of the Life Regenerator Show. Here to save lives and help you. Always make sure that you're paying attention to the essence of something. Look for that which lies below the surface. And do not be caught in the illusion of that which is taking place to perception. Because perception will cause you to be trapped within an illusion. But the essence, with enough intuition, you can feel. Oh, man. I cannot tell you in words how refreshing that is. I just got back from a gnarly jog. I'm telling you, I got to get somewhere where the air is fresh. I'm not lying to you about that. I went for a gnarly jog, and I'm like, I got to hook these lungs up, because I've been on the freeways and living in the cities for too long now. So there may be a very epic adventure beginning very soon. If you're a Life Regenerator fan, friend, viewer, or hater, you're all welcome here, by the way, then you better get ready for the most epic adventure of all time in the history of the Life Regenerator. Fruits, vegetables, love. Get well. Be happy. Look deeper below the surface and find the essence. And if you look deep enough, you will find that the essence of all things is exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Oh, that's a jar of life right there. Get on it, baby. Get on it. Lates.